So this is a quick video on how to update and bind your Crossfire receiver to your transmitter. You're going to plug in your Crossfire by USB. You're going to open up TBS Agent X and go to Manage. Then you're going to go to the firmware and choose the firmware that you're going to want to use. I'm going to use the newest release, which is going to be 2.92 right now. And we're going to start the update. So if you click here, it'll start the update. You actually have a progress bar to show you what's going on. I'm going to click Update. And it's going to take a few minutes to update. You'll see it on the screen that it's updating the firmware. And you'll get that indicator light. So it's going through the device now. Make sure it goes through the full 5 steps. Don't skip out early as soon as the update is done writing or the progress bar hits 100%. So now your Crossfire is updated and it's complete. We're going to disconnect it from the computer. Turn on our transmitter.
Welcome to OpenTX. Throttle warning. Gear down.
Okay, I use
Flight mode cruise.
the same model for everything. We're going to go to the back here. And we're going to go into, well, first let's apply power to the receiver. So give me just 1 second here. So now the receiver's on. We're going to click this button 1 time after it's on, and you'll see that it has a green blinking LED. And we're going to go into the Crossfire, hit bind, and it's going to ask you to update the receiver. We're going to update, and here we go. So now it's going to load the firmware over to the receiver. This is another step you don't want to skip out early on. Just let it load and let it complete the full process. And this process is the same for all of our receivers. You plug in, you hit the bind button, and then you go into bind on the transmitter. And it's going to load this firmware now. If you've already bound once to that receiver, you can use the auto bind. How to do auto binding is you just power up the receiver, go into bind mode, and this is something after you do after an update, and it will do the bind. So we just updated, we're bound. It's green, and we have the newest firmware on the receiver and the transmitter.